Hi and welcome to another MyMaths walkthrough. This is going to be number 94, dividing fractions. Alright, so here we go. So my first question is 8 divided by a half. Now the first thing I need to think about is the number 8. It's not a fraction, so if I want to do to start off with is just put over 1. Okay, so any whole number you can just stick over 1 and you're good to go. Now the routine for dividing fractions I have is leave, times and flip. Okay, so you leave this first fraction alone, 8 over 1. You change the divide into a times, and then you flip the second fraction over, becomes 2 over 1. Then I've just got to do the multiplication of fractions, and multiplication of fractions is quite straightforward, just top times top, and divided by bottom times bottom. Okay, so 8 times 2 is 16, and then 1 times 1 is 1. And then to finish off with, I need to convert this back into a mixed number. So all I'll do is, how many 1s go into 16? That's 16. Is there any remainder? No, so the answer is just 16. Okay, and that's it for the first question. Next one I've got is 3 divided by 1 over 6. So straight away I'm going to put this 3 over 1. Then I'm going to go for the question. Now some people remember it as KFC, which is keep the first fraction. Flip, KF is flip the second fraction. And the C is change the sign in the middle. So that will be keep, flip, and then change, but people remember it as keep, flip, change. It's KFC. Okay, do the same routine now, multiplying. 3 times 6 is 18, and then 1 times 1 is 1, and I'm going to get how many 1s in 18 is 18, and then that's the end of that question because there's no remainder. Next question, 4 over 5 divided by 1 over 9. So there's a question. I always use the leave times flip. The KFC I'm not really a fan of because KFC is in the wrong order. KCF should be the right order, but leave times flip. People like KFC because it's easy to remember. So leave times flip, leave the first fraction alone, 4 over 5, times, and flip the second fraction over, 9 over 1. Now do the multiplication. 4 times 9 is 36, 5 times 1 is 5, and then convert. How many 5s go into 36? 7 5s are 35, 1 more to get to 36, and you were dividing by the number 5 at that point, so it's 7 1/5. Next question is 3/4 divided by 1 over 6. Keep the first fraction, times, flip the second fraction, do the multiplication. 3 times 6 is 18, 4 times 1 is 4. Okay. Now I notice I can cancel this down, so I'm actually going to cancel this down before I do the conversion. So I can divide this by 2 and I can divide this by 2, so I can cancel that down to 9 over 2. And now I do the conversion out, so 2 goes into 9 4 times, and there's 1 left over because 4 2s are 8. I wanted to get 9, and I was dividing by 2, so it's 4.5. Next one, so now I'm at 1 over 6, so 1 over 6 divided by 3/4, so it's the other way around for this thing, equals keep that one, times, flip the second one, go for the question. 4 times 1 is 4, 3 times 6 is 18, I can divide this by 2, and I can divide this by 2, so that's going to be 2 over 9, and that's the end of that one. Next one I've got is 2 over 9 divided by 5 over 6, which is 2 over 9 times by 6 over 5, 12 over 45. Now both these will divide by 3, so let's divide them by 3, so that's going to be 4 over 15. The thing about cancelling fractions, don't just look for the number 2. Next one I've got, and we're still on the page, yes I am, 6 over 7 divided by 3 over 8. Keep the first fraction, times, flip the second fraction over, go for the multiplication. 6 8s are 48, and 3 7s are 21. Come out, hang on a minute, both these will divide by 3, so let's divide them by 3, and I'll get 16 over 7. Now do the conversion. 7 goes into 16 twice, 2 7s are 14, I need 2 more, so divide by 7. And the last question, 8 over 9 divided by 4 over 7, keep, times, or leave times and then flip, 7 over 4, equals 7 8s are 56, 4 9s are 36. Now this will divide by 2, so let's divide them by 2, is 28 over 18, which again I'll divide by 2. Keep cancelling the fraction. 14 over 9. Then I'm stuck on that one, so now I go for the answer. Is 9 goes into 14 once, that's 9. I need 5 more to get to 14, so it's 1 and 5 over 9. Okay, and that's the first page done. Second page, right, I've got some sort of story going on. So in this story, what we got Mrs. Jones uses half a block of cheese to make a 4 pack of lunches each day. How many days will 4 blocks of cheese last for? So she uses half a block and she's got 4 blocks. So the question really is just saying what's 4 divided by a half. So just put this over 1, leave, times, and flip. 8 over 1, 8 days. Okay, so that's that one. Right, Joe has eaten 2/5 of the pizza. Jane has eaten 1/3 of the pizza. How many times more pizza has Joe eaten than Jane? So how many times more? So it's going to be, Joe's eaten 2/5, so it's 1/3 times by something, it's got to be 2/5. So we're going to work out 2/5, Joe's amount. We're going to divide it by Jane's amount, 1/3. So we've got 2/5 times by 3 over 1, which equals 6 over 5, which equals 1 and 1/5 times more. Okay, and then the last question, compared to Jane, Sally is 5/6 as tall and May is 4/5 as tall. How many times taller is Sally than May? So I'm going to do 5 over 6 and I'm going to divide that by 4 over 5. So I'm going to go leave that one alone, times this one, flip this one over, 25 over 26, and that's 24, isn't it? And then how many 24 is going to 1, and 1 over 24 left over. And that looks like the end of the question. Okay, and I'll put all these in. If they're right, I'll post the video. If they're wrong, I'll have a rethink and see what I'm going up to. Bye bye now.